Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. So this week they're all meeting, aren't they? All the Asians, Koreans meeting up. So Kim Jong Dun, that's not how you pronounce it. Kim Yon Hom. I don't think I ever get his name right. Don't ask me to pronounce the Chinese leader's name. You know, I can pronounce Vladimir Putin, yeah, if I practice on that one. But I'm not going to be able to pronounce the Chinese leader's name anyway. Long story short, what are they doing? They're galvanizing. Yeah, where is it? Bear with me, people. They're galvanizing. Let me move myself to one side and then you can see. So that's Kim on board his train, his armoured train, heading for the meeting. I'm going to make a very bold statement, right? China and Russia and their allies, right, will not be the next world power. I'm absolutely convinced that if we are in the book of Daniel, then the current world power, and everybody knows this, I don't think anybody can disagree with this, but the Anglo American world power is still a dominant force in the world. America is still the global superpower. And China and Russia know it. They don't like it. Will they make an attempt? Eventually, yeah. They will make an attempt. Because if you look at Daniel's prophecy, one of the kings, this is how the prophecy is set up. It's the king of the north, king of the south, and one pushes the other. The pushing sort of is like needling. They're needling their enemy, their adversary. But eventually, one of these kings pushes back a lot harder. A lot harder. That's if you believe in prophecy. Bring in the great image, right? You know all about this great image of Daniel. Well, the last world power is the current world power, Anglo America. And China and Russia are not featured as the next world power. So that means that there is another power that knocks Anglo America off their perch. Can you guess what that power is likely to be? If it's not Russia, and it's not China, and it's not North Korea, and it's not anyone else, who is the power that puts an end to the Anglo-American Empire? Have a think about it. Let's just skip through this. Have a look. So they're all meeting up. There's going to be a demonstration, right, of China's military power. And this is designed for America and Great Britain, Anglo-America. It's designed for them to say, whoa, 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 whoa. Do we want to go to war with China and Russia and everyone else? And quite frankly, no, you don't. We don't want another world war, but we'll probably get one. I don't think there's anything we can do about it if one comes along. If they've decided there has to be a third world war, because, you know, there's got to be a depletion in the population at some time. So why not use it, the opportunity? But there's a lot of people who've got quite a lot to say about this meetup. Well, yeah, I suppose you need to say to yourself, well, other powers demonstrate their military might, don't they? They put them on display. Russia does it. The United States did it, didn't they? Not so long ago. Didn't they have a full demonstration of some of their power? Well, this is like a flexing of the muscles of the nation. And it's like to say, well, this is what we've got. You know, if you fancy your chances, and if you don't, then don't needle us, don't provoke us. But it's interesting that Kim Jong-un has thrown his support behind China, which I knew he would. And I knew that Donald Trump's attempt to win him over was never going to lead to anything. Because when push comes to shove, they will all stick together. You know, so it will be the fighting nations in the time of the end will consist of the NATO forces against China, Russia, North Korea, and all those, India. So all those that have thrown their support behind Putin and China currently will be in direct competition against the Anglo American empire consisting of NATO. And that will be another prophecy that we're about to see. It's when all the fighting nations all come together, known as Gog and Magog, man's warring nations in the time of the end. And there's nothing we can do about it. We can't stop it. It has to happen. Because there has to be a full demonstration of God's messianic kingdom to the world. You have to be able to see what this messianic kingdom can accomplish. And you will, because all the eyes of the world will probably witness the full destruction of all the military powers of the world. That's what's coming in the last days. So you will be a spectator to the greatest event in history. Never to be repeated. A one-off event. I can't tell you when. Of course I can't tell you when. Who knows the day or the hour? All you can do is look out for the signs. That's as close as you can get to knowing when it's going to happen. I'll see you. Bye-bye.